The game of the covert narcissist. It's the same thing every time. And you guys have to listen very carefully to what I'm about to say in this video so you don't ruin the rest of your life, because you will if you don't catch on to this stuff. And I was having a conversation earlier with somebody about this topic. So now that it's fresh in mind, it's time to lay down another topic. The covert narcissist has the exact same game every single time. When they choose a man, they are selective. And as soon as they draw in like a predator, they put on the best act that they possibly can to lure you in. They are luring in another victim that they can live through, that they can abuse, that they can take advantage of, that they can gaslight, that they can manipulate. The sad reality is it could be one of the best people ever, with the best heart, the most giving, the most kind, the most caring. And a covert narcissist, bro, they're like a piranha in water. They don't care. They will turn one of the best human beings you could come across into a shell of his or her former self. And the transition is ugly. And it's the exact same process every time. They are trying to destroy men in marriage. And this is why men are so skeptical today and hesitant to get married in the first place. They want that shit, bro. They want it, and they want it quick. Rather quick. And if you blindside get married, not knowing what you're doing, that could be the worst mistake you have ever made in your life as a man. The worst mistake. It's only going to get worse. They're going to try to get you there in the first place, to get married, and you're not going to like what's going to happen whenever you do. It's going to be a living nightmare. All hell is going to break loose. You're going to see the craziest, most demonic stuff you've ever seen in your human years. They see you as a source of supply. They see you as a person they can just beat down and then wonder why you're not the same person you used to be. Because they beat you down to bits and pieces. You will be crumbs. They will take everything from you until there's only crumbs left. And then they discard you. Divorce. They could take half of your assets if you don't sign prenups. They could take so much from you and you did nothing, bro, but feed the devil itself. Men have to be very careful, man. Very, very careful. You don't know what you're really dealing with. You don't know what you're getting yourself into. And if you think it's going to be all right, you can think again. Because it's not. That will set you back so bad. You might not even be able to get back up. That's how bad it can set you back. And what's going to happen is when they leave you nothing with crumbs, they leave you nothing left besides a bunch of crumbs. That's what you're left with, crumbs. and they get off scot-free with a whole bunch of earnings, with a whole bunch of assets, with a whole bunch of you know, stuff that belongs to you. And they're going to go on to the next person, the next source of supply. They're going to tell the next source of supply how bad you were, how you're trash. They're going to say a bunch of negative things, how they didn't even like you or nothing like this, when that they acted completely different to you. They acted like you were the best thing that's ever existed, but they're going to tell other people otherwise. And they're going to have the new supply believing that the people they were with were really that bad. Until the new supply, who is self-aware, starts to see through what they're doing and starts to question them. That's if you're smart. That's if the new supply is smart. But the same formula is going to happen yet again. They're going to idolize you as if you're the best thing that's ever happened to them. That's what they're going to do. And then they're going to get as much as they can from you. And the more you give to them, the worse things get. The worse behavior you're going to see. And all over again. Devaluation. You start to get devalued by a person you thought you loved. That's what they start to do, because this is how a covert narcissist is wired. They cannot even help themselves. They just are that way. And it's a disorder. It's how they're wired. For their own survival. That is how they think. They manipulate their way into every single thing you could possibly think. And they will tell you that they're not toxic. They will tell you they're not manipulative. They will tell you all these things. Yet they are the most toxic. Yet they are the most cunning. Yes, they are the most manipulative people that you will ever come across if you ever deal with one. And the amount of things that take place is just out of this world. The amount of red flags you're going to see is just out of this world. Ridiculous. And if you are self-aware enough, you can be lucky enough to escape this hell on earth that they're going to try to put you through. It is traumatic. They have trauma. It is traumatic. And it's not pretty to see. It's scary. It's fucking terrifying, actually. And you guys would be surprised how many people in the world are dealing with these situations. Obviously, this is a hot topic. Obviously, people go through these things. People call me about these things. How could people not experience the exact same things? And it's the exact same people in different human bodies doing the exact same tactics. That's how they're wired. It's a disorder. They are distorted in their ways of thinking. They're processing how they view humans. They don't see humans as delicate people who deserve respect and kindness and empathy. They view humans like they're raging inside already, and they just view humans as just like people they can try to like con or manipulate or get over on. And sometimes they have to put on an act to even get in to be able to do something like that to yourself. That's the scary part. That's why this is covert. covert. It's not overt. It's covert. And it's scary. But you guys can't think for a second, if you guys were ever with a covert narcissist, that if you break up or you get a divorce or whatever goes on, you guys can't think that they're going to move on as if they're the ones that are the good ones, and they're going to find somebody else and it's going to be this great relationship. You guys cannot think that way, because it's not reality. If you know for a fact you were with a covert narcissist, that won't happen. They might try to flash the image like that's what it is, but that's not what it is. They are still just as evil and cunning and manipulative and demonic as they always were. It's all to mess with your head. That's all they do. They're going to mess with your head. They're going to mess with your emotional processing. They're going to gaslight you. It's all to fool and scheme and manipulate and just have their little way and do the things they think they can do. That's what they do. So it's quite the thing to come across. It's quite the thing to experience. It's rather bizarre, but it exists. And these people do exist. The amount of calls I've done over the years on this topic, it's a lot. And I understand this stuff because I've experienced this stuff before. I've seen this stuff before. And it's very predictable at this point. And it's just, you can't fear the narcissist. You have to laugh at the narcissist. Who even gives a fuck? What are they going to do? If you're a self-aware survivor of their abuse, what are they going to do to you? That's the real question. They ain't got shit on you, man. They can try. They're going to fail. And they're going to hate that they failed to destroy your life. And they're going to try to destroy your life. They're going to try to keep it going. They're going to try to destroy your life. They don't want to leave and not destroy your life. They want to do that. That's what they want to do. That's their main objective. That's their main goal. And your guys' main goal is to be able to dissect these things and put a stop to it. And to be able to live a narc-free life. Because a narc-free life is a sane life. Not an insane life. Because with a narc, you're going to live an insane life. Narc-free, you're going to live a sane life. A beautiful life. With abundance and love and prosperity and bliss. And true magic. But on the other spectrum, you're going to deal with the fiery pits of hell. And you're going to see it. And you're going to see the rage. You're going to see exactly who they are and what they're doing and what they're capable of. And like I said, if you guys were with one or are with one, or let's say you've got broken up with one and they go to somebody else, acting like their life is so good with them and all this stuff, it is only the image that they want you to see. It's an image. It might be a picture. They might act happy, but if you look close enough at that picture and look directly through their souls, you will see that that is not what it really is. You will see that that is not a happy person, and they're the exact same they always were, and they're going to be as crazy as they've always been. The next source of supply is the next victim of theirs. They're going to go to the next person, and they're going to mess with them, and they're going to mess with their head, tear them down to the lowest of lows. After I idealize them just like they did to you, because that's what they did to you. They idolize you. You're the best thing ever. You're the best thing they've ever come across. Oh my God. And as a little bit of time keeps going and going and going, they get a little bit more comfortable. Here comes all the fuckery. Here comes all the abuse. Here comes all the different behaviors you have never seen in your life. And they're coming. They're storming through the gate like a steaming bull. And they're coming for your head. And it's bizarre. It makes you think, how is this even possible? How is this even possible? It's not possible for a regular human being to act that way. But it is possible for someone who is distorted in their ways of thinking. It is possible for somebody to do something like that. It is. There's psychopaths, sociopaths, for a reason. Covert narcissists. These things exist for a reason, and that is how those people are. And there's nothing you can do about it. There's not a damn thing you can do about it. It is who they are. They're not going to change that. It's going to be, what you see is what you get with them. The things you see, bro, are real. The things that have happened are real. What you see is what you get. So if what you see, is that what you want? That's the question. The things you've been brought to, the situations you've been involved in, you have to ask yourself, is that what you want? Is that what you want in your life? Do you want to live this way? Do you want these things to continue to happen? Can you take it? Those are the questions. Because, bro, there are some people that live 20 plus years in these covert narc marriages. And once they get out, it's like they're a shell of their former self. A shell of their former self doesn't even do justice. They're like not even recognizable. Completely beaten down. And the narcissists, bro, use them to live through them. They will mirror your actions. They will mirror your behaviors. They will start to act like you because they don't have their own self-identity. The words you say, they're going to copy them. The things you do, they're going to copy them. That's what they're going to do. Because it looks normal. It looks good. They're going to try to live through people for a lot of their lives and try to emulate what they're being taught from others. But it's not really who they are still. They're just acting that way. They're actually, they're a human being, bro, that doesn't even exist, and it's a very bizarre thing. You could be with them, and it just feels like you're with someone that's not even there. It's like they don't even exist. It's like you're not even with a person. There's like a living, breathing human being, but it's like you don't feel anything towards them because they're not even there. Bro, I walk by some people in the gym. That's the way it feels. It's like if I was to talk to them, they can't stop and just connect with me on a real level. Like there's just something missing in so many people today. There's so many things missing. And it's bizarre. And many, many men today. Many men wish death upon me. Blood in my eyes and I can't see. And I'm trying to be what I'm destined to be. And you take my life away, many men. But for real, many individuals today you come across, just something missing, just something gone. It's hard to connect to people. It's hard to be on the same page as a lot of people because a lot of people just don't get it. And I worked my whole life to get it. I feel like I always had it. I just kept doing the work to just be who I'm supposed to be, to be that type of guy. And a lot of people don't want to do that work. A lot of people just want to let their lives go and nothing's going to happen. It's just the same repeating shit. They don't change. Nothing happens. Nothing changes. They only get older and they only get worse and worse and worse until not a damn thing's happened. But you guys got to be careful, man, who you get around. Men and women. You guys got to be very careful who you're getting around. Be very selective, be very picky, hold strong boundaries, and do not accept anything that you don't want to accept. Boundaries should be in place for everybody, and if people cannot meet those, then that is their issue, that is their fault, and they're going to have to go. They're going to have to address the issue and do whatever they have to do. So that's it. Stay safe. Be careful. Do not let anybody bring you down. Do not let anybody quit your life. Do not let anybody quit your vibe. That shouldn't be something that's happening. There is no excuse. People are supposed to make our lives better, not worse. People are supposed to add positivity to our lives, not the opposite. And there's no excuse. So if y'all's marrying people, be careful, bro, because they're coming. They want to trap you like that. And that's where the abuse starts, because they want someone they can live through. Because they're not themselves. They don't know who they are. They never will. They want to viciously live through you and do the craziest you've ever seen in your life. It is a trap that you don't want to fall into. So stay safe, because far too many people is falling into this trap. And it's a trap you don't want to fall into. So with that being said, that's the end of this video. I hope you guys enjoyed. Stay safe. Be very careful. And with that being said, God willing, God bless. We'll see y'all at the top.